Hey everybody, I'm Alex McDaniel with Gridiron Now, here with Rachel Baribeau, who we are here covering SEC Media Days. It's day 3. It feels like day 8, but it is day 3. And
Yeah.
Rachel, you had the chance to sit in and listen to Nick Saban talk this morning, kind of sum up his main points, what he had to say to both the media, what he had to say about the upcoming season.
Well, I think the first thing that a lot of people want to know about him, he did talk about Cam Robinson and Hootie Jones, and he did say that the first thing he said was there have been no charges brought, and I think the no charges brought changed that game for him and changed the way that he decided to the ongoing punishment of those players. He didn't mention cop ride-alongs. He mentioned drug intervention classes and gun safety classes and those things. He said it's ongoing. But the last thing he said was it's internal. And I don't know that anybody expected him to come out and say, oh, Cam and Hootie are going to be suspended for the first game, or they're not going to be. He's always been an internal guy.
Yeah.
And so I think, that's the best answer you're going to get out of him, the most information, because you just weren't going to get that much more.
And it seems to be an ongoing theme this week with the coaches addressing a lot of personnel issues. We talked about it yesterday with Dan Mullen. Saban's always been very straightforward, like you said, about here's how I'm handling it and I'm done talking about it. Do you think that that's a template that other coaches should follow as far as owning these issues, or is that just something that's uniquely Nick?
I think obviously he does it very well, and I think that kind of cachet comes with a lot of winning, and that you don't have to talk to anybody and you do it the way you want to do it. I personally like a coach that's a little bit more forthcoming. Not that I don't like Nick, but that's the way he does it, and it seemed to work for him. I did ask him, with the Baylor situation, I asked him, I said, when I said on the radio when this all broke, that I felt like this was an opportunity for every coach in the country to look at their own procedures and practices, their own closet, their own coaches, their self, and say, how can I do better? And I said, your words carry a lot of weight, Coach. You know that. And Alabama has a chance to be a leader in this area. And he said, we're always trying to do classes and initiatives and education, how to treat women, gun safety. But he was important to point out, he said, but that doesn't mean we're going to be perfect, which means, and this is what every coach will tell you, we can do everything we can to help these guys. We can drill it into their head. And he talked about the macho mentality too, which I thought was really important. But he said, we're not always going to be perfect. And that means that people are human, kids are human, and they're going to make mistakes. And so it was refreshing to see him kind of grasp that mantle, because he knows it, we know it. When Nick Saban says something, it means something.
Absolutely. Well, we are going to be here all day. We've got Arkansas and Brett Bielema coming up next, and this afternoon, Kentucky and Mizzou. Stick with us and follow all of our coverage on gridironnow.com.